Modal verbs are auxiliary verbs that are used alongside main verbs to show that we believe something is possible, certain, compulsory, impossible, advisable, or necessary. So basically, a modal verb is a verb that is used to express a grammatical mood. The general structure of using modals to form sentences is subject plus a modal verb plus a main verb plus the rest of the sentence. The subject can be any of the non-subject pronouns I, you, he, she, it, we, plural you and they, and as we all know, these pronouns can replace nouns. Now let's discuss the common modal verbs that are generally used in everyday English. Number 1, can and could. Can is used to express general ability in the present, while could expresses general ability in the past, such as we will get wealthy people from the mainland who can afford second homes. Before the bridge was built, we could only get to the island by ferry. We have to remember that after the modal verb, the main verb always comes in its base form. Number 2, may, might, and could again, which are used to express a possibility like up to 100,000 people might experience delay. It might be a number of months before the sports center is back in operation once again. Air passengers could be hit badly today. Number 3, must, which is used to express a necessity, a rule, or an order. For instance, the cabin staff must accept the new working conditions. This negative attitude towards sports must not be allowed to continue. Number 4, don't need to, and don't have to. And these are used to say that something is not necessarily true or unnecessary at all, such as parents don't need to be very interested in sports themselves. I'm sure I don't have to spell out the chaos being caused in the mining industry. Number 5, will and would. Use will for future predictions, for example, that will push up house prices, and use would to predict an imaginary situation. For instance, if schools highlighted the importance of exercise, this would have a major positive impact on children's attitude towards sports. Number 6, should and ought to, both of which are used for obligation and recommendation, like teachers ought to give their students whatever encouragement they can. I think you should see a doctor. Final thoughts on modal verbs. Modals are really useful in expressing moods, conditions, and states. For instance, the modal may can be used to politely ask for permission, such as may I use the bathroom? And because it's a question, the modal may precede the subject I, which is the inversion rule. Indication add the word not to the modal verb, like I wouldn't say something like this. The modal shall is commonly used with tag questions. For example, let's start the lesson, shall we? Here are some examples of modals being used in different ways. Could you help me with this? Which is asking for permission. I can't promise you, expressing certainty. He must accept the offer. Expressing necessity. Will you marry me? Which is asking for permission again.